So I'd like to toast Elise and Mike in song.
Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime.
Michael and Elise, you have made a lot of important decisions that have brought you both here today. But I'm telling you right now, the best decision that you've ever made as a couple is to let Kanita and myself run the show here today.
As many of you know, I'm Elise, or Sissy's little brother, and I know what everyone's thinking. Oh my God. He's got to be the prettiest maid of honor I have ever seen. But vanity aside, thank you all for coming to a place that is so dear to my family to celebrate such a special day.
You make every person you're with feel like they're the only person in the room, and we're lucky to know you.
Top that.
Say your vows in a little bit.
If you hold on me, I will hold on to you. Let the tall pines swing, let the years pass through.
In 2019, you planned a trip for us to Israel, a dream of mine, my entire life. During the trip, we visited the Wailing Wall. As is tradition, we both wrote down 2 prayers on a piece of paper and placed it on the wall. My 2 prayers were both answered as of today. The first was that we get a dog.
Was it in that order or no?
The second is that one day I would get to marry you.
Okay.
Mike, I can't explain it. When you walked into the Syosset Aramark office that fateful morning 9 years ago, I remember an immediate sense of comfort, as if we had been best friends in a past life. I am convinced now that we were. We are very different in many ways, but in all the important ways, we are the same. You are fiercely loyal, a survivor. You cut right to the heart of things. You are wildly independent, passionate, patient, generous, and you and that damn dimple light up any room you enter.
They bring a balance to each other that lets one another shine. And that's so important because relationships work best when the two can strike that balance and complement each other's assets. My sister's idealism to Mike's realism, explorative and anchored, fiery and coolly. Thank you. Who says English degrees are useless?
So let's jump into how these 2 birders met.
I was there at the moment the stars came alive, and that's when now you're holding the light in your eyes.
Well, Elise's uncle Neil landed her a job at Aramark Refreshment Services in New York, and Mike transferred from their Boston office to move to Queens with Andrew. When Mike walked into the office on his first day, his hand was bandaged from cutting peppers too vigorously the night before. While the rest of the sales team went out for lunch, Elise and Michael hung back and found themselves in the kitchen together, waiting to microwave their homemade paleo meals.
So natural and so ready, so beautiful.
Their friendship immediately blossomed, and the dynamic duo teamed up to close sales in their respective territories. Months later, Michael left for another company, and after dozens of happy hours, farmers markets visits, and birthday parties, despite their families and friends knowing they had feelings for each other. Sorry, Stearns. Mike and Elise ignored the inevitable until Mike finally worked up the courage to ask Elise on a date, a real one. They met each other's families weeks later, and the rest is Kiawah history.
It's hard to believe this special moment is now upon us. With no disrespect to Lou Gehrig and his famous speech, today I feel like the luckiest man alive. It is hard to understand when you have a daughter, all that comes along with it. So many benefits. To be the father of the bride is special for sure. To be the father of this bride is extremely special.
I've known Mike for a long time. And I can confidently say that Elise has made you a better person. And very confident.
Why is that funny?
And honestly though, that is the best sign of a great relationship.
You are my everything. I am the luckiest man in the world. You make me a better person every day. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, sitting on the dock, eating ribs on the deck, and watching the dolphins. You're my bird nerd, and I am yours. I love you.
You did it.
I got through it.
Our love is not one of white tablecloths and red roses, but instead of inner knowing. A look across the room, a slow Sunday afternoon, a favorite snack just because, or a burger. I like to joke that I kick you out of the nest and you pull me back into it. That's our magic. You have grounded me, and by doing so, have given me the power to evolve into a better version of myself. You taught me that love and partnership and commitment are not enclosed by white picket fences. They are freedom. You make me feel free, and you are where I exhale. If I don't say it enough, and in fact I know I don't, I am so proud to be yours. Emotionally, spiritually, and now, at last, legally.
So please join me in raising your glasses
To Sissy and Mike
to not only making good choices,
for a lifetime of great food, great great adventure, and most importantly, great company.
But to a lifetime of making great choices. I love you both.
To the Bronzo Coolies.
Mazel!
It is our privilege to present to you for the very first time, Elise and Mike Bronzo Cooley.